Okay, so I'm getting ready to play a clip in this video, and they might wear me out for this clip. I may get wore out for this clip. But while I'm giving y'all a chance to come on to the live, I feel a lot better. I tried to go live earlier, but child, it wasn't happening. We rise, we fall together through it all. We rise, we fall together through it all. We rise, we fall together through it all. They try to label us and lock us in, diminishing our connection over differences again. But the game been rigged from beginning to end. Hey, Marie. Stacking for people like casino chips, collecting them dividends, but the game ain't over. Third eye open, standing here sober on the 4-leaf clover. Ready to Nova, I got balls, but I ain't over. Neither am I sitting on the sofa, letting life pass me by. I'm putting myself out there, co-creating a vibe, growing the tribe, ready to be free of the hive, the ones that don't value our lives, even when we submit to the lies. If we want real democracy, we gotta cut the ties, cut the ties. Whoa. They try to label us and lock us in, diminishing our connection over difference of skin. We rise, we fall together through it all. We rise, we fall together through it. Join me in the circle. Together in the circle. Walk with me in this circle. Circle of life. Circle of life. Definitely in this circle. With me in this circle. Just be in this circle. Circle of life. Circle of life. Love me in this circle. With me in this circle. Hey, Eric. Are free in this circle. Circle of life. Circle of life. So, child, while we getting into it, I got my little tools today. And before I get ready to get into the live, I'm gonna make a practice. I'm gonna get my energy together, scoot this chair out, and we're gonna do a little cleanse. I got my little chakra on things that came today. I got my lights. I'm still using the old light though. I didn't set up the new lights yet. So this is just the old light. But we gonna get our vibration together before we talk about this. We trying to get our energy ready for this topic we about to talk about. Because we about to talk about some toxic shit. So I'm trying to make sure that I don't all come on your hey Tim. And so we want to wash the negative energy away. And we're going to do this at the beginning. And then we're going to do it again when the live is over, to make sure that we're not carrying this, that we're dealing with this, and that we're talking about it, and we're dealing with it, and we're not ignoring it. We're not avoiding the issues. We're talking about them, but we're not carrying that energy with us, okay? We're not going to be carrying that. We're going to be mindful and be aware and be present, but we're not going to walk around carrying that all the time, okay? Amen, amen. So, this is what, now they may not monetize me for sharing this. I may not be able to get no money for this video, but when I share this, because everything is not about a coin. I can't get distracted. I do like my little coins from YouTube. I do like my little checks, even though I ain't really been getting none. I'm close to getting my second check, and they're starting to come in more. It took me forever to get to 4,000 subscribers. Child, I was like, it took me forever to get to like 4,000 subscribers. And in the past month and a half, I've gotten another 100 subscribers. So I have 4,100 and something subscribers. And I'm really grateful to all the new people who have come to the channel, to all the new people who are viewing the content, to all the new engagement, to having moderators to help facilitate this conversation. I am so grateful, and I am grateful for my growth to be able to have capacity to be able to be a part of this process and creating this space where intelligent, whole beings can come and have a conversation and be nurtured by the space that the ancestors are using me to create. Thank you, God Goddess. Now I'm going to share this, and when I share this, I want y'all to understand that this is what I have been preaching about since I started doing Laylim Laylar. Religious persecution. Today I'm signing an executive order to make our Attorney General, who's a great person, she's going to be a great Attorney General, Pam Bondi, the head of a task force, brand new, to eradicate anti-Christian bias. About time, right? Anti-Christian bias. Yeah, you never heard of that one before, right? But it's about time, isn't it though, really? So many times you hear, but you don't hear the anti-Christian bias. The mission of this task force will be to immediately halt all forms of anti-Christian targeting and discrimination within the federal government, including at the DOJ, which was absolutely terrible, the IRS, the FBI, terrible, and other agencies. In addition, the task force will work to fully prosecute anti-Christian violence and vandalism in our society and to move heaven and earth to defend the rights of Christians and religious believers nationwide. You've never had that before, but this is a very powerful document I'm signing. You got it now. First time you've had it. If we don't have religious liberty, then we don't have a free country. We probably don't even have a country. To confront such weaponization. So, let me tell you why this ignites me to want to do this video. Now he's going to give more power to the church. He first he took away the voice of the community. He erased the community. Now he's doubling back to give more power to the church, who's responsible for shaming us, giving us all the trauma that we had in the first place, making us these type of beings that have become extremes, whether it's feeling like we need to augment our bodies, feeling like we need to change our bodies in order to fit in. I have said this on this platform before. I am a product of my environment. Had I been brought up in a church that honored the mother as much as they honored the father, we would not have halfling people out here. We wouldn't have men and women who shame us when we lean more to our masculine or when we lean more to our feminine and our genitalia does not align with our energy. The church is the space that persecutes us when our energy does not align with our genitalia. And so now he's giving the church more power to persecute beings whose genitalia does not align with their energy. Do you understand this? This is why the GLBT, all of that language that they gave us was a trap. Who you are is spiritual. Who you are is your religion. My journey is my religion. Laylim Layler is my religion. Now he's talking about protecting religious freedoms, but what he's talking about is protecting Christianity. And see, if y'all had been doing the work, when I told y'all I saw this coming, I saw this coming. I saw this coming, and things could have been different if people would have listened. I know that sometimes my language don't come out right. I know I curse, I yell, I get passionate. I don't have a college education. I'm HIV positive. I've done drugs. There's a multitude of reasons why I could get why some of you wouldn't see me as somebody to listen to. Meanwhile, they're listening to Trump, who's been convicted of multiple crimes, who raped a woman. While y'all trying to take the high road, and while y'all trying to have all of these righteous and upstanding people who don't have no background, who ain't never lived through, who ain't never been through nothing, who ain't never been in the gutter, who don't really have life experience, while y'all trying to have them leading y'all movements, they got people like Donald Trump leading their movements. Y'all put down people like me, and I'm out here. I don't lie. I'm an open book. I'm transparent. But y'all have used that as an excuse not to listen to me. And it frustrates me because a lot of the things that we're going through could have been avoided if you would have realized that what we are is our spirituality. What we are is our religion. We could have took this in a whole different direction, and that law that he's creating right now could literally be protecting us. That law that he's making for these Christians could be argued in court, and we could literally be using their same stuff against them. But no, y'all wanted to try to go through the government when the government is really ran by the church. Y'all didn't want to try to build up ourselves spiritually and religiously. Y'all didn't want to try to create our own religious power. No, y'all wanted acceptance. Y'all wanted to be accepted in the church. When at the end of the day, it may make space for you, but you're not going to be at the head of the table because this system wasn't designed for you to sit at the head of the table. All of this could have been avoided. All of this could have been avoided. This could be going totally different right now. If when we first got this opportunity, so many of us wouldn't have been so hungry and desperate to be accepted in a house that was already burning down. Martin Luther King said, what Martin Luther King said, I may have integrated my people into a burning house. I said this 10 years ago. I said, y'all going up in here to get this plate of food, and it's already poisoned. Look at what it's doing to them. And yet you want a plate too? Yet you want a plate too. You see what it's doing to them, and you want a plate too. Well, ain't that nice for you? I love you, even though we disagree a lot. Thank you, Rainbow Cut. Better for them not to monetize you on this one, on this video, than them to strike you. You're right. Yes, it is terrible. I agree. You agree with him on that one. You got to explain that to me, you mean. I'm going to send this. I'm going to send this to my Christian Kamala supporting father. He will gag. So much for separation of church and state. Exactly, Marie Kelly. Now they're doing it in our face. I got to be in there. Now they're doing it in our face. Now it's bold. Now it's so much for separation of church and state. So much for separation of church and state. That's it. Now, the persecution is not only going to be enforced by government, we literally going back to the way things were. Because now, when they say what he was saying and all that was, now the church has the right to discriminate. Now the church has the right to discriminate, and they have the right to weaponize the Bible against us again. This is war on our kind. And instead of using this as an opportunity to do the work of showing how who we are, when I first came out with this, when I first came into this movement, even before I said I came out with a song with a poem called Extraordinary Queen. And in that poem, it explored how our identity was our spirituality. Our identity. This is not a us trying to fit into a construct. This is not this is us being too big for that construct. This is us being too this is us being too complex for the binary. And because I don't know why we've chosen to follow people who are not doing that work, who keep trying to run to the law and think that the law gonna be able to save them when the law is governed by the religious politics. The people who put him in power are trying to maintain the religion that supports slavery. We need the religion because the religion is what affirms, supports, produces, and manufactures indentured minded people. The religion is crucial to the power that the government has over us. The religion is the key. The whole time y'all have been going for the government. This is why I did not vote. This is why I did not vote. Because y'all keep trying to put a Band-Aid on this thing. And I was not fixing to put all my hopes and dreams in her. And then some states, they're doing fine because their government is more progressive. Meanwhile, other states, because we're not confronting the religion, because we're not doing our due diligence to confront the religion, other states are continuing to suffer, like Louisiana and Mississippi and Texas. Other southern states continue to suffer, just like during slavery. The East Coast and the West and the North, the East Coast and the West Coast, they were always prospering. We always had to run to freedom, and that's exactly what I had to do this time. Going to live in New York so that I can have basic opportunities that I should be able to have anywhere else, anywhere in this country. But I got to get on the Underground Railroads and get up to New York's where eyes be safe at. Y'all so caught up in distractions that y'all don't realize that it's already happening. It's already here. Trans people already moving on the Underground Railroad. Queer people already moving on the Underground Railroad. Women are already moving on the Underground Railroad. Women who can't afford to be pregnant, who can't afford to give birth to children, beings who have female bodies, who can't afford to give birth, who can't afford to have children, they're on the Underground Railroad trying to find somewhere to abort their children. Trying to find somewhere to abort the baby that they can't afford to bring here. The baby that don't need to come here to see this anyway. It's already happening. And a lot of us just don't care. Y'all so worried about selling merchandise on TikTok. Y'all so worried about what's going on with the celebrities, and the celebrities could give a damn about what's going on with you. The only thing they care about is your money. The only thing they care about is your energy. They don't care about you. Just give them your energy. They're not speaking up for you. They're not being a voice for you. They're not challenging the government for you. The church is not speaking up for you. All of the queer people and the gay people and the trans people who keep running up in the church. The church has been tolerating you. And now, under this MAGA regime, they have permission to go right back to how they've been doing. They've been tolerating you. They've been being strategic with you. You were so busy. You put all your eggs in one basket. You were so worried about politics. You were so worried about the law. You thought if you could just get the law to be on your side, but you keep forgetting who funds the law. What is this nation rooted in? It's saying on your money, and God we trust. And they are not talking about the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. They're talking about the God they made to enslave our ancestors. They're talking about the God they made to demonize queer people. They're talking about the God they made to burn women at the stake and rule over them and make them into property. That's the God they're talking about. Agriculture used to be our religion. Agriculture, and it's all that. It's how we show up. It's how we connect with each other. It's how we connect with the land. All of that is our religion. Because this journey for me is not just about having breasts. I have had to invest my energy into shape shifting in order not to be persecuted for my natural energy. My natural energy is so feminine that I can't hide it. So I've had to spend a lot of my energy changing my outer appearance to navigate this matrix. But if I hadn't had to do that, then and I didn't have to do that to fit in, I would be more in tune with nature. I would be more connected to nature. I would be more concerned about agriculture. This whole thing has been a trap because I love nature. I love flowers. I love being outside. Like they've turned me against the thing that I love because I've had to focus so much energy on trying to hide in plain sight. So many of us, we've had to use our gifts to shapeshift, to survive, to endure, to be seen, when that energy could have been spent doing something else if we would have been around civil, conscious, and present beings. The churches are going out of business anyway, and you don't need a church. You don't need a church or go to church, go to God. Oh, some of them are going out of business, but what is happening is they're consolidating. Because if you notice, it's the black churches that are being attacked. So what churches you gonna have to run to? Because the white ones ain't going out of business. Let's be clear. The Catholic ones ain't going out of business. They ain't even got to pass a collection plate in there. They don't pass no collection plates in no Catholic churches. Oh, that's gonna be funded. The black churches, well, let's be clear, which one's going out of business? But it's still gonna be a church. We are taxed as slaves here by having to still pay money for property we pay off and own, by paying money for property tax. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Homeowners ain't homeowners because you got to pay city tax and state tax. Did I say, hey, Anandia? Yeah, they care. Yeah, they care about your attention. That's correct. I would be like Harriet Tubman myself, but I would be trying to save myself more than other slaves. I'm trying to let other. I ain't trying to let other slaves sell out, set me up with massa. And you know they say Harriet saved 1,000 slaves, and she would have saved more. But honestly, they didn't. She didn't save them people. She guided them people to freedom. But they had to go through the obstacles themselves. They had to risk their lives. She didn't pick them up and tote them on her back. She didn't put them in no, they didn't shrink and go in no magic bag, and she got them where they was going. She guided them. She went through it with them. But she didn't save them. Because this whole savior thing, it doesn't matter if we're talking about a man or a woman. You can only save yourself. You have to want it. If you don't want it, then a person could try. Like they say, you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You got to want it for yourself. Because if you don't want it for yourself, it's not going to last. You're going to mess it up. You're going to ruin it. If you're not ready for it, if somebody give you a gift that you're not ready to receive, what are you going to do with it? You're going to take it for granted. You're going to mistreat it. You're going to misuse it. And ultimately, you're going to lose it. So this whole savior narrative, we need to save ourselves. We all need to be trying to raise ourselves up to Christ consciousness. We all need to stop being mentally lazy. We all need to start being more present. We all need to start being able to have the uncomfortable conversations and being more aware. We all need to be doing breathing exercises so that we could breathe through this trauma, so that we could breathe through this toxic energy, so that we could breathe through these uncomfortable situations, and so that we could really see who for us and who not for us, and so that we could build those relationships with people who are really for us. Because a lot of us, we are literally spending the bulk of our time around people who don't give a shit about us. And what is that doing for the movement? You taking 8 and 12 hours of your time 5 and 6 days a week for money. They keep it keep losing its value. Inflation keep going up. Prices keep going up. You got to work harder and harder to make ends meet. When really, honestly, and truly, you need to have more faith in yourself. You need to believe in yourself more. You need to have more faith in yourself so that you can start to vibrate on a frequency that attracts beings to you that you really want to build with, that you really want to have something with, that you really could see yourself struggling with. Because when you're struggling with people that you love, it don't feel like struggle. The reason why you feel like struggle is because you're around people you can't stand for a check. But when you around people that you legit care about, people that legit bring you joy, people that legit make you happy, people that make you smile, people that care about you, people that are invested in you, people who believe in you, people who lift you up, people who really like people who are dedicated to showing up for you, that don't feel like struggle. The struggle feel like struggle because you're around people that you know. You give most of your hours to be in spaces and places with people that once it's time to go home, y'all don't call each other, y'all don't talk to each other, y'all don't want to be bothered with each other, y'all secretly can't stand each other. And that just make the struggle feel more like a struggle. And I'm not telling you to go and quit your job because everybody ain't built for that. I'm not telling you to drop out of school. I'm not telling you to do any of that. But what I am telling you to do is to start meditating more, to start praying more, and to start pouring more into yourself so that you can start to ease into the path that you're meant to be on. So that when it's time for you to walk away, so that when it's time for you to chunk up the deuces, you know without a shadow of a doubt you're gonna be good. Because that's what it takes to make it in whatever you do. The reason why y'all make it by going to college and getting that education, the reason why y'all make it is because so many other people believe in it. So many energy has already been invested into that path. So all you have to do is get your papers. If we use that same energy to create and build communities with people that we actually liked, people that we actually trusted, people that we actually cared about, it's going to still be a struggle because we've been conditioned to think that we need all of these things outside of ourselves. And so that's why you have to meditate. That's why you have to take time to not be on the internet, time to not be on your phone, time to not be being programmed by this system, by these institutions. You have to start reprogramming yourself. Because a lot of y'all don't want to admit what's coming, but You see it as plain as the nose on my face. If you don't see it, it's because you're not paying attention. We know what's coming. And it's not going to hit everybody the same because everybody is not in the same place of consciousness. Let's be clear. We were not all born at the same time. We're not all going to die at the same time. So we're not going to all be experiencing the same level of turmoil and the same level of trauma. Some of us, we literally are going to be creating force fields around ourselves and around our loved ones because of our energy, because of our meditative practices, because of our faith, because of our connection to the ancestors. But that shit get draining because you can feel everybody else's storm. You could feel everybody else's suffering. You could feel everybody else who haven't been leveling up in consciousness. Everybody else who haven't been doing the work. It's like a psychic attack. While you trying to hold up your force field and protect all your people and protect yourself, you can still feel as an empathic person what's going on outside of your shield. And that's why I get on this live and I do this work to try to raise up the vibration, to try to raise up people's frequencies, to try to expand people's awareness so that it's I do it to help other people, but I also do it to help myself. Because I feel that. It doesn't hit me like it hit everybody else. But me being a person that can feel what's going on with other people, it still hit me. I was sitting in here today, tired as hell, drained, because I feel other people's storms. And that's why I'm doing this work of trying to raise up other people. Because if we could create a shift, if we could keep working at that shift, then we could create a space. Child, I really honestly low-key want a portal. Because I'm ready to get the fuck up out of here. If I could keep it all the way real. Them bitches got their rockets and their spaceships. I want to be able to astral project. I need to be able to quantum leap. I need to be able to summon a portal. And I need some beings who can help me open this portal. I'm laughing, but I'm serious. As AIDS in the 80s. Which I'm serious. Let me read some more comments. Yeah, they don't. Okay, it's child number 5 say they're Sky Daddy. They talking about massa in the white powder wings. Yeah, he gonna grab them by their coochies. He's so crazy. Hey, it's child girl. Bring me a chameleon. Bring me a chameleon in this realm. Okay. This realm has prevented us from tapping into our authentic gifts and talents, trying to make our way through safely. The Joel Osteen mega churches are secured. That's right. And guess what? They're gonna have their 1, 2, 3. They're gonna have their 3 or 4 token coons that they're gonna let sit somewhere at the table. But let's be clear who the table is set for. You can sit at the table, but let's be clear who's running this table. Don't think you about to run a Boston at their table. Don't think you about to run a Boston at their table. Mm-hmm. pastor live off viewers on TV and his local congregation in the sanctuary. That's what I'm saying. By I agree with him on that one. We don't need another tax, especially by criminals who went on railroads, Jacqueline Federal Reserves, banks, and taxes. Okay, well, I didn't see that one. He was talking about he was talking about give add more protection for Christians. He said religious. He didn't say just Christianity. He said religion. So that means that whatever this law he signed, I need to read it. So if somebody can find that and send it to me, the particular law, because I would actually love to read that one, and see what the language looks like, if it's specific to Christians or if it's for all religions, like what religions is it protecting. I had this deep epiphany. Anandia said, I had this deep epiphany, y'all. I realized that we don't belong in this halfling land. It's too much keeping up with the Johnsons, equating as living white success, and it's very bizarre. Okay, child, I'm ready for the portal. I hadn't even read the comment. Anandia, I was just talking about a portal. I always do this, but it's hitting different now. I'm curious why Harriet Tubman used an alias. Her real name was Aramin, Araminta Ross. Child. And you know why we at it? I'ma lean in. So I want y'all, like I had a ghost to come on my page talking about my 5 o'clock shadow. Now, if you look at my skin, you will notice that I'm dark up in here, I'm dark around up in here, then I get light up in here. I just glow in my cheeks. But this is not a 5 o'clock shadow. Like, I literally don't even grow. Like, I could not shave for 2 weeks and it's just gonna be peach fuzz. I don't even grow enough hair in my face to have a 5 o'clock shadow. Like, niggas just be trying it. Somebody commented yesterday. I deleted the comment. They was like, big titties at a 5 o'clock shadow. And I'm like, where is y'all getting this from? Like, yeah, I do grow a little hair on my top lip. My sisters do too. Like, all of my sisters. One of my sisters' eyebrows grow together, my biological sister. One of her eyebrows grow together, and we all have a mustache on our top lip. But I literally grow a little peach fuzz right here. I grow a little peach fuzz over here, and I grow a little peach fuzz over here, and a little peach fuzz over here, and it'd be long little hairs up under here. But I don't even grow a full beard. So where's y'all getting this shit? I just have natural highlights. My cheeks are just I'm lighter up in here. Like, I'm lighter in places. I'm lighter here. Like, in the inside of my arm, I'm lighter here. Like, some parts I got yellow tones and I got brown tones. Y'all don't know, like, you're so used to people bleaching and having, y'all don't even know what our skin really look like. Like, I have yellow tones, I have brown tones, I have red tones, I have a lot of different tones. And so y'all just want to give me a 5 o'clock shadow, but I literally walk around in the daytime with no makeup on. If it was given 5 o'clock shadow, trust me, I would get clocked left and right. So where y'all get, you want to see it. Like, you want me to be hard. You want me to give you clockiana because you want it to be a big old dick down there that I could shove in your mouth and ass. Like, you want it to be there. Y'all sit up here fetishizing. You want it. And then this the crazy part. You sit up here and you talk about my 5 o'clock shadow and you talk about my titties. I've seen what you niggas pick up on the block. Like, I've seen what you niggas pick up on the block. It be the ones that be sitting on the live coming for me, talking about my teeth and how deep my voice is and talking about my titties. Bitch, I see what you niggas pick up on the block. Bitch, I see what you niggas pick up on the block faithfully, bitch. Bitch, you could be tuna out the back door. When we used to be on the block, I have literally seen butch queens with full beards put wigs on and I mean walk out on the block, put a wig on top of their head, and be jumping in and out of cars the whole fucking night. And this will be the main ones trying to critique your femininity and tell you not feminine enough, and tell you not enough woman. And girl, you go on a block. They picking up the hardest, hairiest. Y'all tickle me with that shit. Oh man. Y'all will go out on the block and pick up Harry and the Hendersons. Y'all are going pick up Bigfoot Harry and the Henderson with a wig cocked to the side and all night long, all night, we be all night. steady, steady rocking all night long, and we begin to rock. Bitch, y'all gonna stop playing with me though. Nah, I'm finna get back on topic. I had to have that moment. Uh, but she said, "Be free or die." I wouldn't do that little. It still put me at risk, right? Because she had to pull a gun on them. Chill. It was giving opties. I don't know. Harriet's story is interesting to me. I live for her, but it's also very interesting to me. Um, every year, consistent inflation, and that's correct. Marie Kelly. Anandia said, "We're meant for something more and different." I keep thinking, it's this what people are selling out and blending in over for temporary, limited, superficial living. And that's the unfortunate thing about this reality is that for some of us this is not a dream, like this is a nightmare, like this is not the dream for everybody, like some people are living the dream because they are in proximity to whiteness and they are able to give what white people want and able to live up to white people's hopes and dreams, you know what I'm saying? But if you're not willing to do that, it's a nightmare. You can't be in your full authentic truth. I was watching Harlem today. So it's two TV shows I've been watching. I've been watching Harlem and I've watched Laverne Cox and Clean Slate, which is a LGBT TV show about her going back home to Alabama to spend time with her father. Child, she in the church, she prays into the Father God Jesus, girl. And I know the show is not for a black audience, but because Laverne is black and we really ain't got nothing else to watch, it's like when we was coming up, all we had was Laverne. They literally gave us, all we had was RuPaul. They literally gave us, the machine literally gave us RuPaul with titties. Did you see that shit? Tell me Laverne don't look like RuPaul if RuPaul would have transitioned. Tell me Laverne don't look like a clone RuPaul that they gave hormones to. Tell me. Bitch, RuPaul was cloned and the clone was growing up, and then here go RuPaul as a trans woman. They literally gave us RuPaul with titties. Laverne, we ain't got no choice but to watch her because she getting most of the roles. And this is no tea, no shade, because I do love Laverne. I do love Laverne. I don't hate Laverne, but girl, so Laverne wanted her daddy to stand up for her and fight for her. And her daddy, so when she was getting ready to leave on the bus to go back to New York, um, he came to the bus station and he was fighting for her. And she said, "My daddy's fighting for me." And she said, "Hold my earrings." And then when she got off the bus, she started fighting with him and helping him. And she was hitting the people with her purse. And I'm like, this how you have your daddy back? Like, this is not realistic. This is not how the girls is giving it up in Alabama. Like, the girls in Alabama is fighters. Like, Laverne, what are you doing? The girls in Alabama is known for throwing them hands. Like, the girls in Alabama is not. The girls in Alabama is. Alabama got some fighters, bitch. Girl, what are you doing, Laverne? And they pick Laverne for stuff like that. Like, Laverne is representing the black trans woman, and she ends up with a white man with a white daughter, and her competition is other white women. It's just crazy. And the reason why this triggers me so much and brings up so much for me is because when I was a child, um I'm finna tell y'all some tea, and I'm gonna get back to the comments after this, but I'm gonna tell y'all some tea. Make sure y'all clicking that thumbs up button so we can get through the algorithm. So when I was 14 years old, well, 13 years old, my uncle wanted to get a prostitute for me because he knew that I was gonna be different. He threatened to get a prostitute for me, but before he got a prostitute for me, he showed me porn. Now, my uncle didn't show me a black man and a black woman together. He showed me a black man and a white woman together. Now, in my mind, even though I wasn't comfortable enough to be honest about what I was feeling with my family yet, because I was forced out later on when I was turning 14 on my 14th birthday. But when I was 13, he showed me porn, and he showed me a white woman being penetrated by a black man. So in my mind, the white woman became the object of desire. Now I'm already seeing myself in the feminine role. I'm not imagining myself as the man, even though I have the penis. I'm not imagining myself as the man. I'm imagining myself as the woman. And the object of the black man, because I like black men, obviously, I think that in order for me to be attractive to black men, I need to look like a white woman. Now y'all know right now I'm wearing this hair, but I've done the work of loving myself without the hair, loving myself with my kinky hair, loving myself with braids, loving myself with a bald head. Like, I've done that work. So when I wear this hair now, I'm not wearing this hair because I'm still feeling like I need to present as European or Caucasian in order to be beautiful or to be attractive. But when I was young, I did think that white women were more attractive. I did think that white women were the standard. And that was because of him showing me that porn. It etched an image in my mind that I needed to emulate that white woman in order to be attractive to black men. And to this day, I still watch biracial porn. He did something to me. He planted a seed. I still watch biracial porn to this day. Still watch it. Still like to see a white woman getting plowed by a black man. Still, he planted that seed. And I wasn't really like, the caveat in that was that I didn't look at black women as sex objects. I didn't sexualize black women. I had a greater respect for black women because I didn't see them get treated like the white women used to be getting treated in that porn. So sooner or later, I was with partners and we did start to watch porn where black women was in there cutting up and, doing the foolishness too. But I saw white women in gang bangs and getting the train ran on them. I saw all that happen in the white women before I saw it happen in the black women. But like I said, it was a whole bunch of mental trauma that played out in my mind from him showing me the video. And he thought that he was, because when we was watching the video, he was saying, this is what you're supposed to do to a woman, and he had a thing for white women at the time. So he was like, this is what you're supposed to do to a woman. He was telling me, but I'm processing this in a whole different way. I'm watching it and I'm saying, so that's how you do it. Oh. So that's how I'm supposed to. I'm studying her. I'm studying her the whole time. So, child. And so it's interesting that Laverne Cox is the way that she is. I wonder if Laverne Cox has a story like that. Like, was Laverne introduced to white women as sort of like the femme fatale, as the pinnacle of beauty? Like, I wonder, can Laverne relate to that? I wonder, does Laverne have a story that's similar to that? Because it feels like she should have a story like that. While wages suffer in stagnation, 1,000 to 2,000 rent. Child, the little apartment I stay in now, 2,600. Master the art of finding a peace of mind and finding balance for the sake of your own sanity, and pour into people that pour into you at this point. That's right. Don't waste your energy on people who ain't giving you none. That's why I don't have none for these celebrities. This is not the season to be pouring into people who are not pouring back into you, to be chasing behind people who are not invested in you. But don't raise minimum wage the way you said you'll own nothing. That's the new world order. You ain't gonna own nothing. They gonna own everything. Period. And I love the way this comments follows that, because we need to detach from that. We need to detach. We need to detach. We need to make peace with the fact that we are not going to own anything the way it's set up in this matrix. You will literally have to, because they say selling your soul, but selling your soul is hard. You gotta commit to that shit for centuries. Like, you can't just sell your soul within a day, or sell your soul within a month, or even sell your soul within a year. You can rent that bitch out. You can definitely rent that bitch out. But you got to commit to that shit for a lifetime. Because if you don't ever wake up from it or ever try to do nothing different, then you got to pay that karma back in another lifetime. So you definitely done put your soul in limbo for a couple of incarnations. But I don't know about selling it. I don't think selling it is as easy as they try to make it out to be. Because you could wake up, you could sign a contract and wake up and say, this don't work for me. I don't want to do this. I feel like I'm hurting people. And you could take your own life and repent, for what you did and be reborn and having because you came to a moment of clarity. You realized that what you did was wrong. And so you repented from the act and you stepped away from it. I think that, there are loopholes to get out of signing contracts where you have locked yourself into doing something that is misleading the masses or harming the masses. Like, I do believe that there are back doors and loopholes and clauses to get out of that. I think you mostly just renting out your soul, not necessarily selling your soul. I'm coming right back. I need to put these clothes in the dryer. I'm coming right back. Let me play some music and let y'all talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna play a song. I'm coming right back. Okay. We got 8 minutes. Let me get back to the comments. Joel Osteen, wait. Remy, is that you? Wait. Especially on different frequencies. Hey, I just want to go to a fantasy realm at this point. Dead ass. Well, we don't need no fantasy, but we do definitely need something different. Uh, no levitation or astral projection for me. None of that. But I don't judge. Oh, child, I want all of it. I want to be able to leave the body. I want to be able to shape shift. I want to be able to fly. Yes, I want to be able to do all that. Did you know that Joel Osteen is a racist and his church has a secret design to it? It would not surprise me. Joel Osteen he's a nasty bottom and he likes to get spanked. I could definitely see that for Joel Osteen. I could see the spankings until his butt turns red, maybe with paddles. Um, he's just signing anything and everything that comes on his desk and ain't reading it. Well, child, he ain't signing no protections for trans people. I'm ready to send them. I'm ready to send the asteroid. Okay, you ready? You ready to go ahead and just go ahead and just hit the reset button at all costs. I'm ready, Kaneen Pooh. Okay, Gemini shit. Okay, definitely some Gemini shit. I personally think um, both parties are for Project 2025. I think that Kamala was picked on purpose because they knew Kamala was not. The whole point of switching it out and doing what they did was setting things up the way they set up so that we would have doubt, so that we wouldn't really question the election. She was not supposed to win, and she knew that going in. Look at how graceful she's taking the defeat. Look at how graceful she's been about the defeat. She didn't have to come to that man inauguration. If she despised him and what he stand for, like she said, why would you come to his inauguration? Make that make sense. You didn't win. And if you were so much about, you know what he's about, you know what he stands for, you know what his mission is, and you ran a campaign and you were so against him and what he believed, why would you come to his inauguration? You're not a former president of the United States. You didn't owe him that. Michelle didn't come. Why you had to come? I think all that was a setup. It's a whole fucking con. I'm ready for another dimension too. Okay, S Child 5. Um that want nothing. That want nothing but a queen. Who said it? Who said who said what? I just seen a cis woman at the train rocking a whole beard, and I'm like, period. Wait a minute. I think I skipped over something. Oh, bitch, you look good. I said you dark chocolate, you dark, sexy, and chocolate good enough. Oh, thank you. You mean skin is multifaceted. Exactly. Niggas just be mad and horny, right? Right. Not clocky on the hell no. Niggas let them butch queens and wigs tear their booty up. And do. Butch queens get your paper if they mismatch beard and wig. You can't hate. Them butch queens be getting that money, baby. Baby, they used to eat the block up, baby. Baby, they'll put on a cheap Tyler Perry wig. They'll put on a wig that's matted, cut wrong, chopped up, hacky, and still cleary. And still cleary. This them hoes could clear it in a founding father's wig, bitch. A beast be the first to crash out. A beast be the first to crash out on the beauty. Niggas just be saying anything. Kadeem Pooh, you look like professional fish. I was trying to give you professional fish today. I was trying to give you career oriented cunt today. Yes, OMG nightmare on Halfling Street. A token. Girl. You were talking about Laverne. Laverne Cox show is cute, but it's giving forced performative spirituality. It has potential, but you're right. It's vanilla. Very vanilla. Very vanilla. But I like it. I watched it. And even Harlem, like Harlem is about 4 black women with Megan Good in it. And even though it's got all of the elements of what we call blackness, it just it feels just so performative. Like nothing feels natural anymore. Like the performances don't feel natural anymore. It's just really really extra, and the performativeness of it all really makes me wonder, who are you trying to reach? Because you can't be just trying to reach black people. You can't just be trying to reach your people, because it don't take all that to get us. So you're trying to reach across the aisle and reach these people in other demographics. And sometimes we have to make up these stereotypical likenesses of ourselves in order, to connect with a mainstream audience. And to me, it just feels like the art loses its soul, or it loses its intentions sometimes via that process. And a lot of times in black TV shows, we rely on, the sensuality and the sexual appeal of the black people. Like literally, sometimes the acting be horrible, but they just be good to look at. Case in point, a lot of Tyler Perry, a lot of the people that Tyler Perry use, they can't act. You don't be feeling nothing from them. But you do get a little stirring in your loins. You do feel some rumblings in your crotch. And so for that very reason, you continue to pay attention. Girl, oops, RuPaul in full transition. It do give you RuPaul in full transition. She do like if we being honest, can we be honest? A moment of honesty. It's RuPaul was pretty. Like we thought when I was coming up, child, we thought when RuPaul started wearing them breastplates, girl, we thought RuPaul was transitioning for real. Like it's not no read to call her RuPaul because RuPaul was pretty. And to me, RuPaul still give you auntie vibes with a bald head. Like RuPaul, they had so many fillers put in that damn face. RuPaul still be giving you stunty cunty. That skin is smooth, honey. RuPaul is still low key kind of cunty. Be giving you somebody auntie in them suits with that bald head. Giving you old lesbian cunt, old stud cunt. Old femme stud cunt. So like not saying that RuPaul is masculine or RuPaul look manly, but Laverne do look like RuPaul. Like, can we keep it real? I love that hair she wearing though. That hair, baby, whoever did her lace front, baby, that natural, that soft 27 burnt orange strawberry blonde medley or whatever it is she got going on, that 33 and strawberry blonde and on 27 that medley she got up on top of her scalp. Baby, it's some parts where it look like that's coming up out her scalp, honey. She gave me a little bit too much though when she got baptized and she went through the car wash and she had all of the rain just squirting on her. And Miss Baby was just walking through the car wash like, I was like, really? Girl, when them children told her in the bar, she said she wasn't drinking, and they told that girl she looked like she was about 60 years old, girl. I was like, girl, why they did that to Laverne? Even though Laverne is almost 60, like that's the truth. But girl, for Laverne to come home and be laying up in her daddy bed, girl, and girl living up in her because in the movie, girl, I guess she's playing like she's in her late 30s or her early 40s or something like that. Because I guess she left home like after she finished high school, and so it was only 23 years later. So like in this piece, I'm guessing she's like younger than me. Like she would be younger than me because I'm 47, getting ready to be 48. So she's playing someone that's probably like 41 or 39, like somewhere between 39 and 43. But Laverne is really legit like 57, like 56 or 57 or something like that. Like Laverne is legit almost 60. But she do look good. She look good as hell. I'm not gonna take that from her. But girl, when she was going through that car wash, she had gave all that. I was like, this lady be doing the absolute most, girl. I don't hate Laverne. It's too much energy. Her behavior is suspect. Um, I guess I wanted to make it like cute and humorous when Laverne was swinging that bed. she she shouldn't shake another black doll's hand and said she wouldn't shake another black doll's hand and said she was a germaphobe. Well, she wear gloves. And and when she first started going to the conferences, she was when she first started going to the conferences, she hurried up and cut that off, like the meet and greets, like Jen and Mike would do the meet and greets. Laverne did not do the meet and greets, baby. After Laverne did like 1 or 2 conferences, and baby Laverne started wearing her gloves, honey, because she don't want to be taking on the girl's energy. And girl, she would hit it off to the back, honey. She would scurry off to the back, girl. And girl, I remember on one time Jen and Mike told the girl, I ain't gonna say the girl name because, girl, this is not my story to tell, girl, but I am going to tell this part of the story, girl. I ain't gonna say her name, girl, but I am gonna tell the story, girl. Girl, this girl was getting ready to take a picture with Jenny, my girl, and Jenny Mike told that girl, not right now, your face is greasy, bitch. Girl, Jenny Mike told that girl, ooh, not right now, your face is greasy. Girl, what? Not right now, your face is greasy. Is this what y'all doing, girl? She told that girl, not right now, your face is greasy. That bitch said, I'm not gonna be in no picture with you while your face greasy like that. Oh, wow. Didn't know if that girl had a condition or what. Mm. Girl, she didn't want to shake the doll hand, girl. That was very sick for what he did. OMG. Yeah, what my uncle did. Shaking my fucking head. You never deserved that, Kaneen. Thank you, baby. I agree. Marie Kelly says, with the current Pluto in Aquarius transit, there's definitely going to be something different. All right, baby. I'm so glad we got our little astrologer on the live today, because baby Marie Kelly be knowing what be going on in the stars, baby. Anandia said, I followed you on IG. I know I messaged you back. It's time to stop choosing between the wolf and the fox. It's time to start thinking outside of the box. Exactly. You better say that, Kelly. You is on it today. You is on it today because I said they were both predators. They just moved differently. I legit said that. Um, Kunmala ain't dumb. She's well aware of what she did. Giving pretty gal today, mama. Oh, thank you, The Simple Life. I did a little bit more. There used to be a white student at my high school, Katie, who had there used to be a white student at my school named Katie who had a full 5 o'clock shadow. Kaneen is pure fish. Thank you, Tanika. You on point, OMG. RuPaul is giving rich stud auntie. Right. She still give you the kind. RuPaul giving rich auntie stud, right. Laverne blonde kiki hair was the tea. Yes, I live for the she's 52. Okay. She's 52. I knew she was in her 50s though. Um Chill. I be thinking you 27, so serious. Girl, not with these bags under my eyes, girl. Girl, some days though they don't be there. Some days they don't be there. Child. I think I just like been stressing because I've been getting sleep. But some days the baby face be baby, but some days the bags be visible, chill. The crow's feet, bitch. Bitch. Janet ain't never said that. Girl, Janet did say that, girl. Janet said, not right now, your face is crazy. Laverne get her coins and leave the speaking engagements. And they was paying her a nasty coin. Elizabeth Clare, they was paying her a nasty coin. A nasty coin. They used to give her $20,000 to do that. Girl, she used to get a nasty coin, girl. to say her little 1-2, her little kumbaya, and we are the world and we are the children and trans people rock and I'm a holla. Laverne is a very interesting person though. That baby go talk about Mugler and go sing some opera. That lady go say, "Whoo, Mugler." Let me stop. That lady say, "Whoo, Mugler." Bitch, that's so motherfucking petty and messy, girl. Let me stop. Girl, let me stop. Uh, Girl, you can't stand Kamala. You stay wearing her out, girl. You done call this lady Damala Kumala. Girl, you can't stand her. Yeah, Laverne is a Gemini. That's why I can't dislike her. Like that's Donald Trump birthday is on the same day we put my grandmother in the ground. My grandmother is a Libra and we buried her 4 days before my birthday on June the 14th in 2010. So I feel like me and Donald Trump is astrologically or esoterically connected because every time I think about him, I think about my grandmother because his birthday is on the day we buried her. How y'all be so hard on Kamala when y'all see how Trump is making this world terrible for trans folk? Um, but we hard on Trump too, though. Like we don't like neither one of them. And honestly, I don't think that. I think that if Kamala would have got in office, I don't think we would have been erased from the books. But I do think that some type of world war would have happened, and it would have been like if I would rather, and I can't speak for the whole trans community when I say this. I would rather, for me personally, I don't speak for the whole trans community when I say this. I would rather go through what we're going through now than have other people come in and take over and have people just getting bombed and hurt and killed all over. Because it's still not avoidable. We done had 15 planes to fall out of the sky since he been in office. They're around here scooping up immigrants left and right. ISIS around here going crazy. I don't think that none of that was not going to happen. Like I think that immigrants were still, it was still going to be sex trafficking, it was still going to be child trafficking. Some states were still going to do bans on trans rights just like they did in Louisiana. It was just going to be more discreetly done. Like Trump is the in your face. Kamala was going to be, oh, how did that happen? We didn't know that was going on. We didn't know that there was a war over there in Palestine and they were over there killing children and bombing homes and families. We didn't know that America was a part of that. We didn't know that they were over there doing all that stuff to them people in the Congo. We didn't. That's what they were gonna do. Like and the retaliation for everything that's been going on was going to be retaliation toward the Democratic Party. All the Democratic Party has supported while they were in office, and then a woman is the president of the United States in a patriarchal society, and she got to go over there and lead those delegations and those conversations, and she got to travel and talk and be the ambassador and the emissary, and they was they was involved in all that war. Like, I think that basically the trans community was the one that had to take one for the team. And they always throwing the trans community under the bus. This is nothing new. The gay community has thrown us under the bus. We always, the last ones in the house is always the ones that get stuck out. The last ones, and we the last ones in the house. We the last ones
end. So we get thrown up under the bus. And that was the caveat. But it was still gonna go, it was still gonna go this. There was not gonna be like y'all think that if Kamala would have got in office, everything would have been right. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's very selfish. It's very selfish to just be worried about yourself. It's very selfish because yes, the trans community would have had a few more years of grace. We would have had a few more years to do nothing because that's what the movement is doing, nothing. We weren't really getting prepared. The grants is still out there. They're still giving more money is going to be given to the trans community because of what's happening. So there's going to be funding, there's going to be money available, there's going to be resources because now they have an excuse. Now, when they go and beg these wealthy funders and these wealthy donors who are just here to watch this like the Hunger Games, those people who just have obscene amounts of money, who's sitting back and watching this for amusement like Hunger Games, they're gonna sow into the trans community. They're gonna give. So the resources are gonna be there. Trust me. The resources are gonna be there. In certain states, the trans community about to get money hand over fist. It's about to be lawsuits, and it's about to be some serious lawsuits. I'm telling you, our Lambda Legal is filing lawsuits left and right. The Transgender Law Center is filing lawsuits left and right. In the end, it's going to benefit the trans community, but what are y'all gonna do with it? Y'all are not. It's not the which was the point of the video. You're not strategically making moves to protect yourself. Instead of trying to be protected by the law, we should be trying to be protected by the church. We should have developed this as a religion. We should have developed this as a faith because that's what this video was about. They're about to give more protections to the church. They're about to give more protections to the religion. We should have been confronting the church. We should have been establishing ourselves as a church. We should have been establishing ourselves as a religion, as a spirituality, because unfortunately, in order to navigate in this reality, you have to have some type of religion on your side. You have to have some type of religion on your side. You have to be able to make yourself look like you are morally right. You have to make yourself look like you are morally sound. That is how these villains play. That is how they play. They hide behind religion, they hide behind morals, and the law is governed by the church. The law is governed by the religion. Y'all keep thinking that religion is going to save y'all, but when Kamala was trying to get elected, where's the first place that she went trying to get votes? Never saw that lady in the church her whole election. Didn't know what that lady believed the whole damn time. That lady ran straight up in the church. Every time these celebrities win a Grammy or Oscar, what do they say when they win? Beyonce, I thought she prayed to Oshun. I thought she was a goddess herself. I she won that Grammy for the best country award, and she got up there and thanked God. We know which God she was talking about. Y'all keep going backwards. All of this is a rat race and a hamster wheel. Y'all not really trying to fix nothing. And they count on y'all to be so traumatized by religion for y'all to have so much church hurt that y'all can't organize and create your own religion, create your own spirituality. They count on that. They know that y'all have been broken by the church and y'all feel bamboozled by the church. And a lot of y'all don't want nothing to do with religion or spirituality. They count on that. They're happy that you're like that. Kamala was a band-aid. She was a band-aid. And the time for band-aids is done. This is not a band-aid season. Yeah, Laverne is a Gemini. Yeah, I've been to it. That's why I don't wear out too bad. I'll wear out too bad. Laverne with the loving gesture, LOL. Laverne is the least problematic of the people the cis ones have chosen to elevate. Yeah. And she really, she give the white people what they want. And that's important. That's important. Mugler. Mugler. Let me stop. Mugler. Let me stop. May 29th is her birthday. Miss Kumala is no different, my love. She even talks fake. Rango cunt. They're both working together. We should speak on both parties' downfalls. Exactly. Cause child, they say quiet as kept, the Democratic Party was the party that birthed the KKK. And let's be clear. What's the first part of Democrat? Demon Demon okay. 6 years, my mistake. For black men, Jamal, true love, research the internet. It's on public records. We don't like them. We don't like them. We don't like them. Yes, Don Skunk is more telling you, although he still lies, but he puts it out there more. I mean, at least you know what you're getting with Trump. That's that's the only thing that I could give the Republican Party. Like I'm and what upsets me about people who root for the Democratic Party is you're literally saying, lie to me, just just ease it on me. Like you can continue to do all this stuff to me, but just don't be bold with it. It's a case of it's not what you do, it's how you do it. But in this particular case, what you're doing is ultimately going to hurt me. And so that's just the point. Like the Democratic Party finesses, but it's still the same thing. If they were doing so much great work, it would not have been so easy for the Republican Party to come in and wreck shop. If they had really put some things into place that had a firm, solid grip that was really like protecting the trans community and was by law, like if they really had our vested interest, they would have used those 4 years to write us into the Constitution. They would have had the Constitution amended to protect us. They would have, just like the Constitution, just like the 14th Amendment was created, they would have had the Constitution amended to recognize trans people. You got to write that shit into the Constitution. And all of this power that Donald Trump is using with these executive orders, hey, what was Joe Biden with that energy? Where was Joe with that energy when he was pardoning his whole family? When he was pardoning Fauci and his son? Where was his executive orders? I'm trying so hard not to bite the greasy pork chop. I'm gonna hold my tongue. I mean, you should be able to speak your piece, but understand that um I'm sure that there are platforms that you go on where people agree with you, but everybody's not going to agree with. Like, we all just not going to, that's not how it works. We have to find some common ground. And the common ground where our views align is that at the end of the day, when the fight really break out, we're all for the people who are for us. And we fight in different ways. Fighting is not just at the polls. It's not just voting for people to rule over us in this matrix. It's about organizing people who are ready to do that work in the gutter, people who are ready to do that work in the streets, people who are working the Underground Railroad, people who are communicating with each other on and offline, trying to build community and safe spaces, people who are doing the spirit work of trying to heal and empower and remind us that it's more to life than this, that this is just this is just now, this is just temporary. That work is important. It may not be important to y'all who are invested in now, but all of us can't be invested in now. Because if we all invested in right now, none of us will be prepared for tomorrow. If we all on the hamster wheel now, we ain't setting up nothing for tomorrow. We're not preparing nobody for tomorrow. Everybody can't do that. Everybody can't focus their energy on this election, on these people. Everybody's not invested in that. Everybody's not going to be invested in that. But what we can agree on and where we can align and where we can come together is helping to heal the people, helping to keep the people with hope, helping to make sure that we don't lose this idea that we are inherently valuable and that we matter and that we are the ones who keep this system going, not the other way around. It's our energy that sustains all of this. Like that ideology, that thought, it has to be cultivated. And people who are super invested in politics and super invested in electing this person and electing this person and taking whatever they present to us, unfortunately, a lot of y'all are not doing that work. Y'all are not talking about how the religion is affecting the politics. Y'all are too invested in the politics. Y'all can't, a lot of times y'all have tunnel vision and y'all can't see the bigger picture because y'all are so invested in the politics. So we can't all focus on what's in front of us. So you are in a safe space to have an opinion, but understand that I am not here to develop people who are going to be invested in nurturing this system as it is. That's not my platform. That's not my ministry. That's not my purpose. I am not here to cultivate beings or nurture beings who are here to invest their whole being into this system as is. As is. I am not here to nurture and cultivate beings who are invested in the American dream as is. That's not my ministry. That's not my platform. That's not my purpose. And it will never be. Let me tell you some real tea. Low key, I'm an abolitionist. Y'all talk about dismantling. I'm really on that shit. I just keep it cute. Because I already have people watching me. Y'all think I'm not strategic, but really I am. Way more strategic than you think. Because if I wasn't, I'd have been gone. I'm playing the long game. But I'm not finna sit up here and pretend at this point. I'm almost 50 years old. I'm not finna pretend to be invested in this government. But whatever they give me, I'ma take it because I pay taxes. I pour into this society. I keep people from killing themselves. I'm a teacher, I'm a healer, I'm an artist. I invest in society, I invest in people. I'm not out here killing nobody. I'm not out here robbing no banks. I'm not out here passing around STDs. I'm not selling drugs. I'm not around here breaking the law. So whatever that this government gonna give me, I'ma take it with a good heart. Cause I have to follow their laws. I have to follow their rules. And so if they're gonna give me some food stamps, I'ma take them. They're gonna give me some benefits, I'ma take them. And if more people had sense, you take them too. So you could take some time for yourself and figure out who you really are so that you could heal and stop being a part of going out into the world working and inflicting trauma on each other. A lot of us need to take a mental health year. When Hurricane Katrina happened, it was the best thing that ever happened. I hate that so many people died. My condolences to the people who lost family members and who lost loved ones. But Hurricane Katrina changed my life because before Katrina happened, I didn't know what it was like not to be hustling every day. I was in the French Quarter swinging around a pole and selling ass on Christmas, New Year's. I worked 7 days a fucking week and was still broke. Every day I was out there hustling. Every day I was out there working. I ain't even get time to figure out who I was, what I believed in, what I wanted. I had been taking care of myself since I was 16 years old. When Hurricane Katrina happened and the government had gave and FEMA gave us that money, and FEMA gave us that money and they put us in housing and they took care of us for a little while, I had a chance to figure out who I was and what I believed in, what my thoughts was, and to learn about activism and to learn how to speak up for myself. I never had that opportunity before because I was always trying to figure out a way to make ends meet. I want that for everybody. I want everybody to be able to have time to figure out who they are. Wealthy people shouldn't be the only ones that be able to experience knowing what it's like to be cared for and being supported, because a lot of them got their wealth on our backs. A lot of the money, they sit up here and they complain about giving money to taxpayers and having to give money to the people. Nigga, you got that money from off our backs. You got that money off of the labor of my ancestors. Everybody who is extremely wealthy, believe me, they cut corners somewhere, and it was at the expense of another demographic that earned them their wealth. The law of karma demands that you give back to those who have less than you because you have benefited off of those who have less than you. Hence your wealth. You me say I'm not going to do nothing for black people. No. Girl, baby, ain't you black, sister? Quiet as kept. I don't trust either red or blue. Kamala attending the inauguration was questionable. And red and blue make purple. And that is why I be saying purple ones rise, because eventually the truth gonna come out and the red and blue gonna come together. So we have an opportunity now to influence what purple looks like. Because eventually the cover gonna come off. And they gonna go ahead and say blue and red make purple, we together. Eventually one president gonna come in and they're going to unite the houses. And it's gonna be exposed that they was all together. Now we have an opportunity claiming purple before that purple happens. We have an opportunity to influence that. We have an opportunity to impact that. The gray ones, the purple ones, we have an opportunity now to do the work of impacting that before that happens. This is prophecy. We're talking prophecy right now. Because eventually it's going to happen. I am that I am clocked that T and said that. But I also clocked that T too. Clock it. Eventually, we're going to get that one world order, that one government. The houses are not going to be divided. That's the direction that they're working towards. Being confident enough to be able to expose the truth. They're probably going to make it look like that the Republican Party was so powerful that they was able to dissolve the Democratic Party. That's probably how they'll spin the narrative, that the Republican Party got so much power that they were able to dissolve the Democratic Party. But that was always the plan. Because they tired of pretending like they're not on the same side. They tired of pretending like they got beef with each other. I know you saw Donald Trump and Obama kikiing and ha-haing and laughing it up at that funeral. They tired of pretending like they're not related to each other. Like they're not all a part of the royal bloodline. They tired of pretending. What's yet to come is unavoidable regardless of the two clowns. Exactly. Don't trust either party. Trump already getting used. Child, I wouldn't be surprised. And you know that Elon Musk is a Scorpio. Not a Scorpio. Elon Musk is a Cancer. Now, if I don't know if y'all know about Cancer and Gemini relationships. And cancers tend to be like when they do things for you and when they help you, cancers really feel like cancers are loyal, but they are also dangerous when they feel like their loyalty is being played with. And we know that 9 times out of 10, Donald Trump been using Elon. So I think it's going to be real interesting to see where this goes. Cancers are very dangerous when they feel like their loyalty is being played with and when they've invested a lot of time and energy and resources into you. I know cancers who have not done half of what Elon has done for Donald. And so that right there, this is going to be a relationship to watch because that's Cancer and Gemini. And Cancer's plot. Religion is the golden ticket in this system. Exactly. We need a secular community. We need Marxism and communism, to be honest. They're not going to let that happen in this reality. And communism is dangerous. The way in is like what Anandia said. It's religion. And you have to find a way to align your practice with Christianity, but not center Christianity. That's why I've never shut the door on Christianity, and that's why I still reference the Bible. Communism is super dangerous. It's not, I mean, I think that it works for other countries, but we have demonized it so in this country because we want slavery. We want slavery, but we don't want it to look like slavery. I don't know what Marxism is. I'm going to have to Google that. But I know what communism is. People want to pretend like they're about to do something. It's all about performance, not actual action. Not too much on Beyonce because my greasy pork chop will appear. Child, Beyonce is not a favorite over here. And it's gonna be as much on Beyonce as I want it to be on the Phoenix Eating page. It's gonna be as much as I want it to be on Beyonce because that's why I have this platform so that I can say what moves me. Now, I don't really feel like Beyonce is for to me, Beyonce is I look at Beyonce like I look at the girls who do drag shows. They call Beyonce a queen because Beyonce, we don't really know what Beyonce religious views are. We don't know what Beyonce's political views are. We really honestly don't know what she think. And that's how it is with pageant girls. That's how it is with ballroom girls. They show up, they entertain, they perform, they look good, and the gay children shower them with dollars and coins and put them on pedestals and call them queens, but they legit really don't have a voice. And so that's my impression of and Beyonce really don't care as long as when taxes come, she could take y'all money. Every year around tax time, she take y'all money. So she don't really care. She's living her best life. Beyonce could care less. Bitch, y'all got them taxes. Let me come through and do a little oop oopie doo bop 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 chop chop. Yeah. Give me them taxes. Now I got my daughter in on it, bitch. We taking y'all money together. What's up? So when these feet get tired and I get ready to sit down, Blue, come on, step up and keep on getting these people money. Get this money. Blue, get this money. It's money on the floor. So you really like I ain't hating on it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They say Jay-Z bought that award for her, but and a lot of white people are upset because she won that Grammy award. But the thing with Beyonce is, and I said this in a private group, what we can't argue, because they said that her country music was not playing on the country stations. Like the white people really wasn't checking for her. But because her marketing team was so fierce, Beyonce, one thing, like, I'm not fixing to say that it was the best country album because I do listen to country, but I'm not a country music connoisseur. I did play the country station last year and I did not hear Beyonce's music playing on the country stations. But I will say this, Beyonce's face was everywhere. Beyonce was the face of country in 2024. You saw her on that white horse everywhere. You saw her with that cowboy hat on everywhere. You saw her with that American flag behind her everywhere. The marketing team was fierce. Last year, she was the face of country music. Whether she earned that award or not, whether her album was the best or not, I don't know because I don't listen to country music like that to be able to say who had the best country album. To me, one of the reasons why I don't listen to country music all the time is because country music can be depressing. It's very religious. A lot of times it's under the guise of Christianity, and country music is very much about the binary. It was a girl and it was a boy and I loved him, and he was this and she was that, and that was my girl and I loved her, and he went and she said and da da da. And because I don't really like I I too much of the binary for me is depressing. Too much of the binary, too much of the constructs, too much of the too much of the he, she, and girl and baby and my darling and sugar baby and all these, pronouns that speak to binding us into this, into this patriarchal reality. Country music is just like it's really, really, really saturated with that energy. And so when I'm really, really feeling like my fish cunt, and when I'm really, really like just over R&B and hip hop, and I just want to hear something else because I do like country music, but I don't love it. And that's the reason why I don't love it. Like I'm not in love with country music because of it, because it's so uh, I want to grow up and be a good man, and I want to meet a girl, and when I meet that girl, I'ma take her home to meet my mama and my daddy, and we're gonna have some kids and settle down and be a good man and wife. It's very much it's very much that. Like I was in love with Billy Bob, and Billy Bob took me home and met my mom, and then we cooked and we drank and we went to the bar and we was dancing, and oh, I love Billy Bob. He's the man of my dreams, and he kissed me under the moonlight under the oak tree, and we were riding some horses and them hogs and the slop and the chickens, and it's just too basic. It's too basic. Too basic. So I don't know if her music was the best of the country because I'm not, but I will say this. She was the face of country last year. She was everywhere. She was the hot topic. So I can understand why the Grammys would have went on ahead and gave her that award, because she really personified country music last year. She personified it. She became the face of it. Capitalism rewards problems, disasters, capitalism, and shock doctrine. Marx is the greatest critique of the system we live in, and everything he predicted over 100 years ago in his writings is okay. So I'll read Marx. I'm gonna have to study him as I probably relate to him. Um, you look absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Fatima. Um, coming into fruition. Skin is glowing. Thank you. Laverne tap dances with grace and gloves. She does. She does. With grace and gloves. She gives you a mile. She gives you a graceful tap, honey. The Democrats and Republicans both be in the bed with each other. Exactly. Laverne and that snot crying in the swimsuit, girl. We ain't gonna never forget that, girl. I share that every now and then, girl. When Hope Giselle did the crying and the snotting, when this stuff happened and Hope Giselle got in front of the camera crying and making faces, telling the girls, if you're not passable, girl, then stop, girl, and detransition, girl. I had shared both of them on my story back to back, girl, because they reminded me of each other, girl. Hope cried. I was like, girl, look at her channeling Laverne, girl, because Laverne gave us whole nasty. I never forget her standing in front of that fan with that blonde hair blowing in the wind, girl, snotting and crying, girl. And I said, look at Hope, acting like Laverne. And I'm just that's why I be trying not to. If y'all notice when y'all see me cry in videos, I don't go into a full cry. Like the tears will run and I'll hurry up and wipe them before they fall down my face. Like if you notice back in the day, like people who followed me on Facebook, that's where you got the real cries at. Like that's where you got the nasty, ugly cries, because that's when my awareness, that's when I was having my spiritual awakening. On here, I have gotten frustrated and I have cried a couple of times, but most of the time when you see me go into crying, I mostly weep. I don't cry. I don't I don't give you all that. I give you a weep. You know, the tears will fall and I'll hurry up and wipe them because I really do understand um I really do understand, why it's necessary for us as, trans femmes to be more stoic and to rest in our strength. It's not saying that we shouldn't feel or we should be robotic, but it is important for us to show power and to show strength in times like this. There's nothing wrong with weeping sometimes because tears are healing, but we do need to embody and model strength for our people during these trying times. Amen. Amen. So I really have been trying to work on, not doing the full on, yeah, yeah. But I do think it's important to show emotion because I don't want y'all to think I'm a clone or a robot. So it's important to show some emotion. Child on the streets. Word on the streets is that she was sniffing powder before the video. Not she was playing in the snow. North versus South, that tells all that matter. Oh yeah, yeah. You talking about the series North and South? Democrats used to be the party of the South, and the party was taken over by Northerners and changed. I remember that series used to come on TV, North and South. Me and my grandma used to watch that together. Y'all remember that? Anandia, I'm not surprised. It's always been North versus South. It's the branding and the political parties that are rooted and change colors and names, but the culture of North versus South is consistent and unchanging. But this is the thing. The South always hides behind the religion. And in order for, even though I feel like the North is more progressive, in order to keep from going to war with them behind the religion always ends up being where they meet at, because we've never had a president to sit in that office that wasn't aligned with the religion in some way. Like if you research all of the presidents, I think a couple of them were universalists, but even in the universal church, even in universalism, there's still that's still some connection to the church. It's just another way to say it. Like universalism, Unitarians, like it's still a part of that theology. It's still monotheistic and centering a patriarchal deity, because oftentimes the beings who are being lifted up support patriarchy and support, when you look at that monotheism, it's all interconnected. Like I was researching all of the presidents, and it's all interconnected. Like it's just all connected. Like, and I would really believe something different for this country if we had politicians to get in office. To me, it's like, even when they swear you in and you have to use that Bible, all of that is a part of it. Like even like using that Bible and the prayers that they pray when you are inaugurated and when you're selected and when you come in, all of that is the brotherhood. All of that is monotheism. All of that is the patriarchy. And we can talk about communism, and we could talk about Marxism, but it still goes back to, you see the rituals happening, you see the incantations, you see the spell work, you see what it's about. You see it's about the brotherhood, you see it's about patriarchy, you see it's about monotheism, you see it's about centering a patriarchal male deity, you see it's about charging that force, charging that energy, so that that energy can maintain its dominance over everything that is outside of that. Because when you think about it, when this country was founded, it was founded by an oligarchy of Caucasian, elitist, wealthy men. And right now, that's really pretty much maintaining it. And so every step that is being taken is about preserving that oligarchy. And when we're praying to that God, we're really praying to them, because that is legit how they see themselves. And no tea, no shade, they're probably of the bloodline of the being that they got us praying to. Because they say all of the kings are descendants of the beings that came to earth. Joe was malfunctioning and needed to go back to the factory for a fix up. Not without pardoning all those people. Um, Now, modern day, we have a culture of war in the East versus West Coast to add to it, but America is war of regionalities. Where are you from? What state matters? Just because we disagree with each other doesn't mean we have to go to war. It's not that deep, right? But when you want to control everything, it becomes that deep. This is theater. A lot of people are bypassing on all the boards. The world according to Cookie. You look so lovely. Thank you. Politics shape religion. Exactly. I am of the opinion that's how it works versus religion shaping politics. Well, in this reality, I feel like um the church is always what comes first. When they are conquering something or colonizing something, they always send the missionaries, you know, like they create a problem, but then they send the missionaries over to convert you. They always send the missionaries. The mission while they are destroying and pillaging, the missionaries are trying to see who can be saved in the name of. So I definitely don't think that politics came before religion, because politics religion is religion is centered in worship and believing in something. Like, it's literally that's what religion is centered in. It's centered in believing in something. I think that the first beings were praying to things and they were believing in things, and so those beings started to establish a religion, and that religion started to shape their politics. You're saying that politics, people were political before they were religious, and I I can't vibe with that. I definitely think that people were worshiping, and um people were believing in a higher power or believing in something greater than themselves, and people were organizing around those beliefs and those thoughts, and then the politics stepped in. How are we going to do this? How are we going to influence other people? How are we going to maneuver within these religious beliefs? So I definitely think that just if we look at how things happen, That's like arguing that we were flesh before we were spirit. And I personally feel that we were spirit before we were flesh, and that's spirituality. So this is that space of being feeling connected to a force that is greater than you, and a force that is guiding you, or a force that is caring for you or protecting you, like that's having that spiritual relationship. And so if spirit came before flesh, then why wouldn't religion come before politics? Most times when people conquer you, they conquer you using the religion. And then sometimes they'll finesse it and they'll create a problem over here. And then on the back street, they'll be having the missionaries to come and offer you Christ and to come and offer you Jesus after they done contaminated your water and poisoned your crops and then killed off your soldiers. The missionaries over here saying, that's so horrible what happened to you. I just, but Jesus is scared. The same people who poisoned your crops, killed your soldiers, and contaminated your water. So I don't think that politics influence religion. I think that religion, I think that first you get what you believe in, who you serve, what you're working towards, and then out of that religion, your politics are birthed. And as a person who had to go back to the drawing board because I was born into the Christian faith, I was indoctrinated into the Christian faith, and I had to literally step back and start reprogramming myself and reteaching myself. I can tell you that my spiritual beliefs, which is my religion, how I show up in society, my politics are shaped by Lalem Laler. How I maneuver, how I show up, how I engage is influenced by my spiritual beliefs. My politics are influenced by my spiritual beliefs, by my religious beliefs. So I'm telling you, as a person who literally had to hit the reset button on themselves, any move I make, anything that I do, it is influenced by my spiritual beliefs, which is my religion. Because all your spirituality is when it becomes religion, it becomes something that you practice religiously. And I practice Lalem Laler religiously. So it is a religion for me. And it influences my politics. My politics is the reason why I don't have a partner right now. The reason why I'm not in a relationship is because politically, their spirituality must align with mine. They must pray to the mother and the father. They must see me as their equal. They must respect feminine energy as much as they respect masculine energy. That is my religion. My religion influences my politics. The people that I want to be associated with, the people that I'm willing to work with, the people that I'm willing to build with. It is my religion that is influencing my politics. I'm telling you, as a person who's done the work and who has literally reset themselves. You have to do the work to be able to understand how this goes. You are studying philosophy. I am a philosopher. I'm not studying, I'm being. I've written and published a book because I've been doing the work. And I don't need to be recognized by this system because this system is run by halflings. I'm a whole one. Period. Yeah, I don't believe in this country though. That's why I didn't participate in this election. Exactly. Exactly, Anandia. Civic religion is something to contend with as much as the people who are devoutly Christian or evangelic or Islamic. I love the sweet woman born with the sweet women born with the JJs in the chat who complimented trans girls. Love y'all in the chat that are not like transphobic women. Amen, they women. They work in tandem. You can't have white supremacy without white Jesus archetype. And white supremacy wouldn't work. The reason why it works is because they gave us white Jesus first. I love women like Cookie who compliment trans women. I share you me. I love all the non-problematic cis cis and trans girls plus me. I say, and they will do it under artificial intelligence. And I quote that Quaker South Africans anchor baby slaver Musk to improve government efficiency. Okay. And I quote that Quaker South KKKans anchor baby slaver Musk to improve government efficiency. I love my cancers, but they will make decisions based off their emotions. This is true. And we're going to see that out of Elon. Because that Nazi thing he did that out of emotion. He was like, "Shell, I got money, I'm powerful, bitch. I said what I said and I did what I did." That's part of what makes them powerful, though. The fact that they act out of emotion. That's part of where their power come from. But you know, a lot of water signs have that gift. It can be dangerous, though. You know, my moon is in Cancer. I'm June 18th. I was almost a Cancer. And hell. And all hell will break loose. Cancer is ruled by the moon. That's your moon sign. You right. Look, I just said that. Right. You did my chart for me. Uh yeah, she did my chart for me, so she know what my moon sign is. Yeah. Beyonce. And you know her name means her name is one of those names that mean white too. Like Passe Blonde, Bianca, Beyonce. Like if you Google it, the derivative word, it has to do with, you know, like whiteness, like being pale, like being light, like literally. And that was her family name, because you know they were Creole. That was her mama's last name. I feel like Beyonce is well aware of the mother and the father, but she worshiped the man-made because it benefits her in this reality. These famous people don't care about their customer fans except more riches. Okay, you live for the titty shake. These famous people are puppets who have handlers. I hate that she's trying country. The Beyonce country aesthetic was highly marketable. And she did, baby. She motherfucking had that light ass hair and that light ass skin, honey, with that white hat and that American flag behind her. Baby, she gave you the American flag. I heard T.S. Madison speak on Beyonce the other day, and it seems like it may be some shade there. Girl, wait a minute, hold on. I gotta come back to this. Wait, girl, let me check on these clothes because it's been 8 minutes. I'm coming right back. Girl. So, girl, wait. Girl, there was some shade there. Beyonce knows the mass of her fans don't want to chuck up 300 plus to go see her. She need to chill with that. She know that people, yeah, she know what she doing, and people still risk their shelter and food to go to a show. And inflation and everything with everything that's going on, right? At this point, she should be doing free shows. Like, at this point, girl, girl, a free show, a free tour, girl, you could afford it. If you got all this money, girl, what the benefit shows? What the free shows at, girl? What you giving to the people? You ain't giving nothing away, girl, to the people. Girl, you should be able to pay for it. You should be able to pay for a tour, and all your fans have sold into you. Girl, you should be going around doing. Girl, you should do a free tour. Mm-hmm. Yay. Mm-hmm. And literally curate your audience. I'm doing this free. I'ma send out how big the arena is. I'm sending out tickets. Have pay people to figure out who has been the most loyal fans, and at least even if you make some people pay, like do a contest and like 1,000 people in every place you go to comp their tickets. The people that have been the most diehard fans, like do something like that. Like country music is not that girl to me. It's very vanilla. I'ma keep it a buck. I'ma choose Afro beats over American music at any day. It feels very whole. I can't explain it. Okay. Anandia, LOL, nah yeah. They stole that too. The only genre of music I don't like is country. You don't like country. You don't like country, Marie Kelly. Cause, cause we'll be in the and I used to like, I'm in love with a girl. I'm in love with a girl. They got a few country songs I do like though. Remember, don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart. I just don't think you'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, might blow up and kill this man. Ooh, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. Is that country? Sitting there and figure out a dance. Yeah, was that country? And if you get a chance to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. And if you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. Okay, man, I feel like a woman. Da, 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 going out on the town. Best thing about being a woman is everybody gets to have a little fun. And oh, oh, oh. Joni Mitchell is great. And she talks about her melanated influences, but she still erases. It's so weird. Oh, okay. Joni Mitchell is a country singer. Send me some of her songs on Instagram. The Grammys was passing out Grammys like a con pastor nigga passing out pamphlets on the street. Girl, Anadia, I'm not about to fucking play with you. Anadia, I'm not about to play with you in these fucking comments. Oh, at Marie Kelly, they really tried it with House. They really steal everything. One saving grace about Beyonce is she made it clear this is our stuff that we created. A lot of people don't know it. Where everything come from. I mean, we are the originators. Beyonce knows her musical history, right? And she should, as much money as she got. Hope Giselle was so humble before the Beyonce makeover. I remember her being very Afrocentric before her glow up. I liked it, the old Hope. But unfortunately, the old Hope didn't like herself. I liked it, the old hope though. The old hope was very much flipping over tables. The old hope was with the shit. The old hope was a warrior. The old hope would have never got in front of the camera and been crying, talking about if y'all not passable. The old hope would have never gave that. The old hope would have never gave that. She was humble. She was also a warrior. That motherfucking Beyonce makeover. Child, not the hope performance. I'm monotheistic, but I don't believe the idol pagan Jesus. Oh, Anandia just broke it down. Jesus, Jesus. And that's what they say in Spanish. Jesus. Jesus. Wow. And one of my former mentors taught me to say just us. So like if you take it and you take the first three letters and you separate the word just us. And I think that's what Christians do a lot of times. They try to make it like it's just them. It's only their religion matters, only their beliefs matter, just us, you know. And so I've come into the practice of practicing that myself. Just us. Just us. Who I'm worried about, the people who worried about me. Just us. Just us. Amen, a woman. But I never thought of it like that, because when you put Jesus and then you put Jesus, that's how you say it in Spanish. Jesus. Jesus. Wow, Jesus. You mean mercenaries. Mercenaries instead of missionaries. They supposed to be missionaries, but they're mercenaries, huh? False idols, false idol worshiping have been related in many lifetimes. Slow motion is where. I don't knock nobody else, but I believe in one and no son of Jesus or Yahshua. Nobody died on the cross for the world's sin. I believe they have to turn and repent to one God. So I believe that multiple people have come and died to make this world a better place. And I give credit to all of them. But where our views would align, you, me, is that I do believe that it all comes from one source. And I think that that source is both masculine and feminine. I think that that source is probably more feminine than masculine, because I think that masculinity is something that was created by patriarchy. Like I think that even our ideas about femininity, but a lot of it is things that we have. It's our perception, it's our understanding, it's our limited understanding of it, you know. But I think that the energy is just so expansive that they had to divide it to kind of make sense of it, because it was just so many different ways to show up. And so I think that they kind of like grafted, and I said this in another video, they kind of like grafted masculinity out of the vast and expansive space that is feminine energy. Like feminine energy, much like blackness, has the capacity to hold so much, you know. And so in order to um, make it more concise and to be able to carve out a reality that they could create these dreams in, like the American dream or the American nightmare, they had to take something and hone in on it and cultivate it and kind of like build off of that, and just kind of like pretend like all of these other things don't exist, like they're doing right now with trans people and intersex people. and people who are not, and people who are black, and people who are like, I don't like the word subgroup or subculture, because at the end of the day, we are humans. I'm not a subgroup. I'm not a subculture. I'm just in my own lane. We're in our own lane. We're on. The only reason why I don't get really, really messed up about sub, because yeah, I can go deeper than you, and this submarine is not gonna explode like the one that had them billionaires in it. I can go deep, so sub in that way, like a submarine. But I don't like you trying to make it look like I'm like a substitute or a stand-in, or no, no, just a lane you not familiar with. The pagan Christianity worships Jesus. The white man created Christianity. The concept, the concept of religion, birth politics. Exactly. This live is very on point. Oh yeah, Jesus, Jesus. Yeah, that was a revelation right there. Jesus never existed. Only God existed. I think that when Jesus walked the earth, Jesus wanted to teach us about Christ consciousness. Jesus wanted to teach us that we all had the potential to be Christ. And Jesus said, I leave you to do greater things that I've done. Jesus said that, Jesus said that, we were all powerful, that we all were destined to do great. Jesus was a teacher, Jesus was a guide. They waited till Jesus died, and they used the stories of Jesus or Yahshua or whoever the being was. They exploited the narrative. But Jesus was a teacher. Jesus was one of our ancestors, and Jesus was a teacher. That's how I see Jesus. Because I think that when we focus on Jesus as the Lord and Savior, and we give Jesus all that power, like kind of like black people do with white people, giving them all that unnecessary power over us, giving the devil all of this power over us, not realizing that the balance lives within us, dark and light lives within us, chaos and order live within us, all of the elements, earth, air, water, fire, all of these things live in us. All of these entities and energies and frequencies exist within our universe. And so when Jesus realized that, and Jesus was enlightened, and so Jesus was teaching people, and they chose to take Jesus's story and amplify it in order to raise up the 1%. Because if you think about it, it's programming. It teaches you that you can only depend on one savior. You can only depend on one to come save you. And so you believe that the power is granted to the few or the one. You believe that not many should have the power. You believe that one is chosen. And so all of this supports that ideology that separates us from our power. You understand that? That's important to understand. The reason why they made one savior, the reason why they tell the stories in this way, is because they don't want the many. And see, that painting behind me, it really talks about that. So you have the one Jesus the savior over here carrying the burden, doing everything. This is the government, this is the 1%, this is the president of the United States. This is them who they carry our burdens. They're our saviors. They're fixing the problem. They're working it out for us, and we can depend on them. It's that whole mindset, instead of believing that the power is in all of us, and we all can work together to make the burden lighter. See how easy they're carrying that cross? They don't look like they stressed out. They don't look like they worn out and beaten up. They lightly maneuvering that because they're working together, because the power is literally moving through all of them. They're all connected. They all feel that energy. Exactly. There was no candidate worth voting for. Mm-hmm. You, me. I'm not sure about him not existing, yet I'm not sure if it's my Christian upbringing that keeps me from believing that. But they def changed his name, which I side eye. What made you say T.S. Cherry Boom? I feel like Jesus did exist in one lifetime, and his story has been overly highlighted and scrambled and taken out of context. All of these things are true. Because they say Harriet Tubman. Dane Calloway teaches that Harriet Tubman didn't exist, but I definitely believe some form. Like we have over 8 billion variables on the planet now, and we don't know how many beings we've had existed. Like some beings for actually fulfill these narratives. Like to say that they never existed in a world that has seen so much human existence. No, they've existed. The names were just changed, and the experiences may have been embellished, or some things may have even been erased. It was tweaked to worship him, to benefit the patriarchy, to worship men, and to dilute the real message. Because Jesus was really, really about empowering feminine beings. Like he was really, really about like he protected the sacred whore, he protected the prostitute. Like, yeah, Aaron, at this damn point, chill. I would bring out the Torah scripture that contradicts the about the character, but I would prefer to do it privately because beliefs are so different. Yeah, well, I went to seminary school, so I read we had to read the Torah in seminary school. But yeah, I definitely will believe that he existed, but it was probably like, do you know that there were like 16 other documented saviors before Jesus? Like literally, they were chopping people up. Like they had saviors who literally was dying for what they believed in. And I remember one that I learned about in the library. This was when I learned that Jesus wasn't the first savior that was recorded in history, but that's the only one they teach us about. Child, they had people that was literally being sacrificed and would be chopped up into pieces and fed to dogs who were dying for the people, who were being sacrifices for the people. Like it was so much of that going on, but we just focus on Jesus' sacrifice, and that is how we uphold the 1%. That's how we uphold um looking outside of ourselves for a savior. That's literally how they brainwashed us. I knew. If you're new to the live, make sure y'all hit that like button. Thank you, Anandia. Y'all check out an Israelite named Calvin Israel and G Dash the Prophet when y'all get some spare time. If you're interested, also leave that in the main chat under this live so I can go back and see it. But then again, I probably can come back and see it now since I'm using the laptop. But if you remember, put it in the main chat. Put it down in the bottom. Celebrity worship is insanity at this point because they just put out good music. Child, they barely put out good music. Don't mean they are good people. Yeehaw. Solange and her yeehaw agenda. I'm low key with it. Okay, wait, Solange put out a new album. Wait a minute, you gotta send me that. You gotta send it to me. I'm here for Solange. I'm here for Solange. Wait a minute, hold on. Solange to put out something. I love Solange. I love Solange. Wait a minute, hold on. You gotta send me that, Erin. Wait a minute, you've been holding out on me. Solange put out some new music. Hold on, baby. Hold on. My PC is far out of sync with my Roku TV behind. I do like that. Uh-oh, uh-oh, oh, though. LOL. Joni Michelle sung folk. Okay. It's super aggressive. Whiten House music with a bunch of drops they usually use for raves. You, me. Um, wait, wait, hold on. Damn, I did. Where my shit went? Okay, okay, there we go. Beyonce started to shift to appease the culture a little too soon. Cause I was in love with the old Beyonce. In a way, I agree, Bay. Take Bay, take our music. They stole back, girl. Okay. Mother, you started getting ass on your lives on my end. I hope they paying you. Yeah, they do. I was talking about that at the beginning of the video. So hopefully they won't not monetize this video because of the content that I used in the beginning. But yeah, girl, they just started, girl. They give me a little check. But the good thing is, so 2 months ago, um 2 months ago, I got like $130 something, and then I see now in my account where it says like $111, and then I see the money for next month starting to build up, so it's like $6 and something. So it's doing better because at one time it was taking me like 4 months to get $100, but this time it only took 3 months to get $100. So it's like if I keep putting out content and I focus and I get better. But for me, it's like it have to be things that I want to talk about, and it have to be things that really, really mean something to me because I have to keep my integrity. Because I could just get on here and drag and do messy shit, and then that would just defeat the whole purpose of the platform. So, I could be getting more money, but I'm trying to keep the integrity of the platform. So, um, I'm trying not to allow myself to get sucked into, okay, girl, you're monetized now. Okay, girl, get your money, girl. Fuck hoes, girl. Drag these bitches. So I'm trying to maintain my integrity and build it that way because they are giving me a little coin, but it is a little coin. But I know why. It's because I'm not like I'm not, because when they monetize me for the video that I did with Maddie because I had got like 6,000 views on that video. But I was classy in that video. Like I didn't go in the trash can on her. And I did another video that got like 6,000 views. Like I did a couple of views. So if I wouldn't have got monetized for that video, I would have eventually ended up getting monetized because I've done a couple of videos, like the video that I just did with all of us when we was in the hospital with Giselle. That video actually topped the video that I did about Madison. Like that video that I did about Madison that got me remonetized, that was actually my highest rated video. And that was the one that got me monetized. But the one that I just did at the hospital last week, that one actually topped the numbers that I did with Madison. It's almost 7,000 views already. It's 6,900 views already. So that one actually topped that one. The one that I did with me and Empathy before we split, when we was doing like we did like a Sunday service together. That one got like over 5,000 views. And then I did a video a couple of weeks ago that did like almost 3,000 views. So eventually I would have gotten monetized anyway, but they started monetizing me in July, this past July, like this past July or August. I think it was like, yeah, like July, somewhere right around up in here. Like, um, yeah, I think it was like July or August when they started monetizing me, and so it started to pick up like the money it picks up. Like you really don't make a lot of money from YouTube videos like you used to. Like if I start getting like 20,000 views, 30,000 views, then that's when I will really like see some actual money. But for right now, it's not really a lot of money, but it is like some extra money. Like it is like, girl, it's the end of the month, girl. I might need a little groceries, girl. Girl. I was trying to get. I was stuck out, girl. I needed an Uber to get home, girl. I wanted to go out. I wanted to go to this club, and it was far out, and I had a couple of drinks, and I don't feel safe getting on a train, girl. It go $100, girl. This so them that little extra $100, girl. You can still use that, girl. That little coin come in handy, girl. Now it's like raising it up to where it could be more than that, like where it could legit be a few $100 a month, or where it could be like $1,000 a month. But I mean, I think that would be a lot of work. I think that, and I'm trying not to eat greasy pork chops, and I'm trying not to drag people because I really legit don't want that to be my legacy, and I don't want to have to deal with all that energy in this climate. So I'm just pacing myself, and I'm just letting things happen naturally because, again, as I said at the beginning of the video, I do have 100 new subscribers, and it took me like a whole year to get to 4,000 because people just wasn't coming. And then when the stuff happened with TS Madison, I got a few more subscribers, but I really didn't get a lot of subscribers from that. But then VS Icon recommended my channel, and I started getting more subscribers. And I also started promoting my channel on TikTok. So between, the stuff that happened with Madison and the support that I got from VS Icon and promoting it on TikTok, I think now I'm starting to get a little bit more through the algorithm. Because y'all know when I used to be live, it used to legit be like maybe like 5 or 6 of us that would be on here regularly. And so now, the numbers will go up. Sometimes it'll be 20, sometimes it'll be 14, sometimes it'll be 15, sometimes it'll be 30 or 40 or 50, depending on what I'm talking about. So we definitely have the potential to get the numbers on this channel, but I'm not allowing myself to be driven by the numbers. I'm being authentic. I'm doing what feels right for me, and I'm focusing, and I'm investing time and attention, and I'm trying to, put a little bit more into the platform, but I also want to be authentic about it. I got these new lights today. Girl, made in China. So it's 2 lights in the bag. They cute. So this one behind me is like a big is like a big globe light, but these are like smaller lights. And I wanted to try this because this is like with this light, and then to have like these 2 lights on the stand. I think that's gonna be perfect because I don't want a whole bunch of big ass lights in my face because they do be hot and a girl be sweating. So I'm gonna try these. I'm gonna set up these tomorrow and see what it's giving with them. This my daughter made this for me. I can't wait till when I get back to New York to put that back up. But that used to be on my wall in my other house. My daughter Pernisha made this for me. Yeah, I love this. Like she made this for me as one of my Mother's Day gifts. She also have it tattooed on her arm, but like this right here, like for her to take the time to make this for me, it means a lot because she don't always like to use her artistic gifts. Like she'll use it to like braid hair, but she could do so much. Like she could sew. Like she really good at arts and crafts. She really good at doing braids, and she made that for me, and so yeah. But that's how they look when they set up. Right. Girl, can y'all see that? Yeah, I'm trying to get y'all to see. Yeah, so they're supposed to be able to like turn different colors. Cause this right here is giving like a rainbow. I don't know if y'all can see it because the light's so bright. Yeah, you see it. So I'm gonna see what they giving, chill. I'm gonna see what it's giving, chill. I'm gonna read a few more comments. Then we're gonna do our close out ritual. And then we're gonna do our close out ritual after I read a few more comments. So, um, Christianity crushed the unity. It's a spiritual, mental lobotomy. Beyonce should have dropped that cowboy country phase at Trump's second inauguration. She was a year too soon chasing Taylor Swift crossover success. Yeah, because they say Taylor Swift is her competition. Hierarchy. And the generation before us kind of had to use Christianity as a cloak. Yeah, yeah. You hear that a lot from our ancestors while they did their practices at night in the forest. Because all of them was codes like steal away home. I ain't got long to stay here. Steal away, steal away, steal away. That was when they was getting ready to run away. And then they would say, wait in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. That's when you had to go by the water so you wouldn't leave tracks. So all of the songs was like had little codes, in them. Yes, they lie about all these saviors. Wait, Solange putting out an album. I love me some Solange. Her music is healing. I do too. I try to bring it away. I try to put one in the air. I was today years old when I found out that bread and wine in church was actually drinking Jesus' blood as a blood ritual and devotion to a cult. Chell, you just found that out? That shit sick as fuck. You 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 a nice person. That's why you don't be all the drags and roasting drama like me, except I do it only if someone come for me. Exactly. You are beautiful. Thank you, Fatima. I love you, baby. When you read, it be highly needed and reasonable for real. Thank you, Anandia. Yes, drinking blood in the OT can get someone killed in Leviticus 17. Being very strategic and gorgeous. Thank you, Kaneen girl. How long you been had? How long you been on the platform? If not that long, or did your channel get banned and you came back? If a long time, you should have much more monetization. Okay, so um when they first started monetizing my channel, because my channel has been monetized before, I didn't really care at the time. I wanted to talk. I said this before. I wanted to talk about what I wanted to talk about, and a lot of times they was, because they really wasn't for the trans stuff. Like they really wouldn't let you make it. Like at one time they was like striking your channel just for too much trans content and certain things that you said. And so I was not playing the game. So I never really made any money. I think I got like $100 check. Um, because my channel had been demonetized, I want to say for like 8 or 9 years, because my channel was monetized back in 2012, 2013. That's when I was monetized. Then they demonetized my channel because I wasn't following the rules around 2013, 2014, and it hadn't been monetized all this time, so it got back monetized. But I wasn't focusing on YouTube for years. Like after they demonetized my channel, i went to um I went to Facebook and I focused on Facebook because that was when I was going through my spiritual awakening. So I didn't have my spiritual awakening on YouTube. I didn't come into Lay Lim Lay Lur and start talking about. I stopped posting videos. I would post a video once every blue moon. But I really wasn't doing YouTube for years. If you go to my content, you'll see that there's a gap period where I was putting out content, but there would be months and months and months and months I wouldn't post to YouTube, or I wouldn't engage with YouTube because live came to Facebook first. So I would be live on Facebook screaming and hollering at the camera, going through my awakening real time. So for years, I want to say from like 2015, maybe like 2014. Yeah, like right after I had my SRS, 2014, all the way to like 2022. I would post here and there, but all of those years from 2014 to 2022, I wasn't really posting on YouTube like that. I was really on Facebook. I was really posting a lot on Facebook. So that's why. And so I really got serious about YouTube again around 2022. That's when I really, so I had to start building from there. So now we're here. But I didn't really, and I still wasn't posting regularly on YouTube then. In 2022, I was still doing a lot on Facebook in 2022. 2023, 2024, that was when I was like, but like around the middle of 2022, that's when I really started getting serious about YouTube. Like I will release a video here and there in between those times, but I wasn't really doing it like that at first. Yeah. Short time after coming back after being banned, then the numbers should be rising. Your monetization to right. OMG, that is very pretty. A short time on the platform, you're on your way to seeing bigger monetization. Thank you. Yes, they play with the numbers and got their favorites with favoritism, just like they never paid Raven. I saw that. I saw the video. I didn't watch the video, but I saw the title where she said she has never been monetized. And that was crazy because I think that she's done. I think the reason why they never monetized her though is because the bulk of her content has been about trans issues. and it's been kind of like in the title. Um, when I responded to T.S. Madison, I didn't title it like T.S. Madison is trans, but T.S. Madison is an influencer. And so now we're in a different space. They're seeing trans topics as an opportunity to capitalize off of it, because literally the government is talking about trans stuff right now. Like the government is talking about it. They're erasing it, but they're talking about it in the process of erasing it. So I think this is kind of like a safe season to talk about it, because it's talked about politically, and it's going to be talked about in a way to like demonize it or to discredit it. So but you know, at one time it was not like they couldn't monetize off of it, because they were deeming it as unsafe for children to be exposed to. Like children shouldn't have access to the content. So if I was to say why they didn't monetize her, because she's had a couple of videos that have done some amazing numbers, I know that for a fact. And I just think it's because she's black, she's trans, and she talks a lot about black trans. She used to talk about black trans death a lot, and they didn't want they don't know how to put ads on that. They don't know how to market that. They don't. If you notice, when you see commercials on my videos, the commercials kind of go with the topic, and it's like the algorithm is something, because it know when to put a commercial in. Like when I be watching the playbacks, and I be like, girl, not the cliffhanger. Not the ads coming in at a cliffhanger moment, like you wondering what I'm getting ready to say next, and here come a commercial. Girl, not the algorithm knowing when to put in a commercial, girl. I remember seeing you on Facebook somewhere in a field of grass crying. This was like 10 years ago. I would I then I would see others reposting your content every 4 or 5 years until I found you on here. On your Facebook, followed over here, which is good. So it helps you monetize. Right. And then by the time I came back over here, I was a little bit more calmer, because I could have legit lost the channel if I would have brought all of that rage here. So Facebook was like a safe space for me to go through my awakening and to grow a little bit more. I did still have more pain when I came over here, but I did a lot of the healing work over on Facebook. So people who follow me on Facebook were able to witness the actual evolution and the healing work. That's what I believe they probably scared they will lose monetarily by talking about trans people, right? They trying to erase trans people but profit off of it, make it make sense, right? Super ghetto. hmm They stupid with the whole it's not safe for kids, like kids don't be exposed to different types of people. And you want them to be. Those where your leaders come from. Those are where your teachers come from. Those are where your guides come from. Just teach them, like just prepare them, like help them through that process. Like don't shield them, like nurture them through their process. Like you be informed so you can help them to be informed. Like don't shield them, like prepare them, because you want them to be leaders and teachers and guides. You want them to be great. Amen, a woman. Okay, commercial break, baby. They know when to put, like, if y'all ever watch a playback, watch when the commercials come on. Like the commercials literally come on at the perfect time. I be gagging because I be like, girl, this is really giving me a TV show. Like, girl. Be like, girl, not the algorithm knowing when to go to commercial, girl. Um, I remember, I remember them banning all the advertising for the so-called community. Right. And Diamond Styles had lost her channel, and T.S. Madison had lost her channel. And that's when I went through and went to deleting videos and setting videos to private. Child, I purged my channel. I deleted about I know I deleted about 200 videos because I was trying, because girl, I ain't have no lawyer. I ain't had a money, Diamond have always had a pretty good job, and she graduated from college, so she's known how to fight for her shit. But they took her channel, and she was able to, I think she had a lot of her content saved on a backup thing, and then TS Madison just started over. But yeah, I was like, bitch, this is history. This is her story. This is our story. Like this started me documenting in the French quarters. I wasn't even in front of the camera in the first video. Like this is a lot of culture, on this channel. So like I went through and did a purge, honey. I deleted. I had videos that had 80,000 views, that had 10,000 views. I set some of them to private. I deleted some of them. I had videos about tucking. I had videos about prostitution. I had a bunch of skits that had the community in. I deleted that shit. I went through and did a nasty old purge. And luckily, my whole channel did not center transness, because I'm a spiritual person. So I talk about trans issues, but I talk about Black people. I talk about spirituality more than anything. I love, doing skits and telling stories and poetry and things like that. So, there was enough diversity to where my channel could handle the purge and still not lose its authenticity. And then I waited a little while, and then I started talking about it again. And I learned how to title it, and it wasn't like salacious titles. Uh, I remember first meeting you on YouTube when I used to make videos. Yeah, I remember when you used to make YouTube videos, Marie. You better off talking to the chat than call ins by your videos will last longer for more ads and monetizations. The same people that be trying to silence us browser histories be saying different. They despise us but want to either fuck us or be us or both. Okay. They stupid with using LGBT lingo but claiming they hate LGBT and mocking the lingo. Come on now, make it make sense. This is iconic times in the making. It's gonna be very interesting. For them to be such haters, they all be in gay and trans business because baby, we are the flavor, we are the life. They can't ever erase us. Period. Run that check, culture vultures. Okay, so we've been on here for 3 hours and 14 minutes today. Girl, y'all be getting, girl, I be doing a little shift on live, huh? I said I would never be on live this long, Eddie, but y'all really be making it interesting though. Let's get ready to do our vibration symbols. Cause I gotta go and get me something to eat, cause girl, it's late. And I don't like to eat late. 7:45. I think I'm gonna have a bowl of cereal. I ain't gonna lie, I ate red meat today. I had 2 oxtails. And I had a turkey wing. Yes, Fatima. You gotta pull that energy off of you, honey. Gotta make sure we don't leave that energy on us, honey. I be feeling the vibration. It just feels so good when it's coming off of me. Getting them chakras together, honey, for when we get ready to come in alignment. And girl, I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday I wanted some weed so bad. I wanted some weed so bad yesterday. I was tweaking. Now, I said yesterday that I haven't had a drink in 5 days, but literally, I haven't had a drink. Tomorrow will be 14 days. and the bitch might have to have a drink tomorrow. And then I wait another 14 days. But tomorrow I might have to have a cocktail. And I haven't had any weed in I took a puff last Friday. One puff. Literally one puff. And then 2 days before that I had two puffs. So I haven't really been puffing like that. I had 3 puffs last week. But I haven't had a puff this week. But I was tweaking. I wanted me something so bad. And look, this was here when I left. The precious. The precious. My precious. My precious. Oh, wait. When I came back in the room and I was in the closet, I looked behind that thing and I said, "Oh, this the liquor I left here, just sitting there waiting for me." My bitch wanted a sip so bad, but I ain't had one yet. But I got to be honest with my subscribers. I got to be honest with my purple ones. It's been on my mind, child. That in the joint. But I know right now I don't need it. And so I just keep telling myself, girl, you don't need that right now, girl. I've been sleeping good, though. Like, I've really been sleeping good. Like, I don't know. Like, I be waking up and I be feeling like I done smoked some weed. Like, I be legit feeling like I done puffed. Girl, and don't be done puffed nothing. Girl, I be sleeping good. I don't know. It might be all them vitamins. Child, I pooed like 3 times today. Definitely regular. I love that. I love that sound. It just feels so healing. Okay. So we have had a good chat tonight. Thank you for spending more time with us. Oh, you welcome, you mean. Do your shift, girl. Hey, okay, trees. No trees. Precious, good night. The trench dress and the hair, the body and the skin, your essence, intellect, and pure light that radiates from you. Thank you, Fatima. You know how to buck a bitch head up. You better make me feel sovereign and self-aware, and you better remind me of who I am. Thank you so much for that. But so yeah, and girl, let me tell you something. I couldn't get in this dress. It still don't fit exactly how I want it to fit. My hips are still kind of wide in it. So right here, see, like this button here barely making it. This button here barely making it. Like in this kind of boxing my hips a little bit. So I need to lose just a little bit more ass for that bitch to fit perfect. That's why I have really been standing up in it. But girl, yeah, girl, that's why I haven't really been standing up in there, girl. Cause you see how she's a little tight up in there. So, girl, it's a few more pounds. Like you see how she's pulling right up in here. right up in here, girl. But we almost there, girl. And girl, this is a size 8. This is a size 8, girl. We're almost there, girl. Bitch, what she said in The Princess and the Frog, bitch? Almost there. Baby, I'm almost there. People around here, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Baby, I'm almost there. Baby, I can remember at one time, I could not even close this bitch. I couldn't even, 2 years ago, I couldn't close this out. I couldn't bring the buttons together. I couldn't close her, bitch. I have lost, I lost 42 pounds because I was 236 pounds in 2022. I weighed 236 pounds. And now I weigh like 192. I teeter between 192 and 194, but I was 236 pounds in 2022. Yeah, yeah, 200, 200 and yeah, in the top of 2023, I was 236 pounds. But when, bitch, it's been a journey. It's been a journey. I'm trying to get down to 170. I want to be 170. Get to 170. I'll be happy. That's the goal. But I'm not rushing it because when you lose weight fast, you gain it back fast. So I'm not rushing myself. I'm not beating myself up. When I want to eat something, I eat it. I just eat a smaller portion. I eat at certain times a day. I've learned what I can eat late at night and what I can't get away with. Taking vitamins, making sure that my gut health is together, taking things that help me make sure I'm using the bathroom, that my metabolism is working, that I have energy, that I'm not just eating and laying down. Yeah, I'm big on vitamins now. I want to be active. I eat smaller portions. I have my big meals earlier in the day. If I'm gonna be decadent, I don't drink cold drinks every day. When I want to treat myself to a cold drink or a soda, I treat myself to a cold drink or a soda. If I want to have some juice, I treat myself to some juice. But most of the time, I drink water. Which I drink water a lot. Like I could literally go 7 days and don't drink nothing but water. So when I want to have me a cold drink, when I want to have me some juice, I don't feel guilty about it because I literally mostly drink water. Water is my thing. Like I drink juice when I'm at other people's house. When I go to the store and I buy something for me, I buy water. You come to my house, you got something to drink? Yeah, water. But when I go to other people's house, bitch, you got some juice? Or bitch, somebody come visit me and they like to drink juice. Oh girl, let me have some. I'll stop at the store on the way home. If like I'm craving, I'm drinking alcohol. I don't like to drink straight liquor, so I get some juice then. But I don't drink juice. I drink it when I'm around other people. Sovereign citizens, yes. I used to smoke from time to time. I slip back. Them big old memories gonna bust out the top button. And I got this bustier on stretching it more. Chill. This bustier is literally stretching that girl more. Yeah, I got that bustier on under here, and that bustier is big, girl. She that girl is big, honey. That girl got these girls. Yeah, Yiddies yum. You miss the juice. Fuck just water. Okay, y'all, let's light the candle. So we have the candle already lit. The candle is lit. Oh, wait a minute. The candle is not lit. Okay, so this candle symbolizes past, present, and future, the ancestors who have come, the ancestors who will come, and the ancestors who have come. But the ancestors who have come, the ancestors who are here, and the ancestors who will come. As I blow out this candle on the physical plane, it grows with intensity on the spiritual plane, preparing us for times that are now. Bound in round, both circle and square, we too speak life, so operations beware. Sending healing to those in despair, El Babosawa, which means we come in peace, no harm to any, lay lim, lay lur. Iangani, Iyanko, Kalukalo, which means I am a child of God Goddess, and if I am, you know you are. You don't have to be filthy rich to stand on business. Purple ones rise, gray ones rise. I want to thank all of the contributors to the conversation tonight. You, me, Fatima, Anandia, Aaron, Marie Kelly. Y'all were really doing some good sharing. Rainbow Cunhead came through earlier. And I guess I said one too many things about Beyonce. She disappeared. Elizabeth Clare, thank you for sharing. Thank you for everything you contributed to the conversation. Thank you for all the people who have supported this live tonight. I have really enjoyed you. I'm sure 100% Pure Love will watch the playback. You were missed tonight, 100% Pure Love. I want to give a shout out to S Child number 5. Thank you for what you contributed to the conversation. I love all of y'all. I love all of y'all, and I appreciate y'all. Purple ones rise, gray ones rise. Laylam Layla Nation. Good night. Good night. We're gonna try to do live tomorrow, and I'm gonna set up the other lights, and we're gonna see how it's gonna be going. Okay. But yeah, y'all have a beautiful night. Rest well, and we'll talk soon. Later.